Life is full of challenges, but what if the biggest one was staring back at you in the mirror? The Mountain Is You by Brianna Wiest reveals that the biggest obstacles in our path aren't external as much as they are internal. They're the habits, beliefs, and patterns we unconsciously hold on to that keep us from achieving true growth. Through self-awareness, emotional intelligence, and consistent action, we can overcome self-sabotage and become the architects of our own lives. The book has a 4.2 five-star rating on Goodreads as of this publication, reflecting its impact on readers around the world. If you like this video, don't forget to support the channel by liking and subscribing. Stay tuned for some additional book recommendations with similar insights at the end. The Mountain Is You, A Journey to Self-Mastery by Brianna Wiest. Understanding self-sabotage. The biggest hurdle to success isn't out there, it's within you. Wiest explains how self-sabotage arises from unresolved conflicts, unmet needs, and a fear of change. What is self-sabotage? Self-sabotage occurs when your actions contradict your goals. Wiest explains that it's often a subconscious way of staying in your comfort zone. For example, someone striving for career success might procrastinate on projects because they fear failure, or even success, which could bring added pressure. Recognizing this behavior is the first step to overcoming it. The emotional roots. Self-sabotage is deeply emotional. It often stems from unresolved pain, childhood patterns, or unmet psychological needs. For example, a person who experienced criticism growing up might fear judgment, causing them to avoid situations where they could excel. Wiest encourages exploring these roots with curiosity and compassion. Spotting the patterns. Self-sabotage hides in plain sight, often disguised as procrastination, perfectionism, or chronic dissatisfaction. Wiest provides exercises to help identify these patterns, such as journaling about areas where you feel stuck or asking yourself where you resist progress. These reflections reveal the hidden obstacles blocking your path. Why facing it matters. Avoiding self-sabotage doesn't make it go away. It just buries the issue deeper. Wiest compares this to ignoring a growing crack in a dam. It might seem fine for now, but eventually the dam will burst. Facing self-sabotage head-on requires courage, but leads to transformative growth. Bit to remember. The mountain isn't the world around you. It's the resistance within. Recognize and confront your self-sabotaging patterns to take your first step toward growth. Embrace emotional intelligence. Your emotions are the compass that guides your life, but only if you learn how to understand and manage them. Wiest emphasizes the importance of emotional intelligence in conquering self-sabotage. Why emotions matter. Emotions are not random, they're data. Wiest explains that feelings like fear, anger, or sadness are signals trying to tell us something important. For instance, anxiety might signal that you're unprepared for an upcoming challenge, prompting you to take action. Understanding emotions as messages rather than problems helps us respond effectively. The importance of self-awareness. Emotional intelligence starts with knowing yourself. Wiest recommends practices like daily journaling or mindfulness meditation to build self-awareness. For example, reflecting on moments of irritation might reveal unmet needs or deeper fears, allowing you to address the root cause rather than reacting impulsively. Regulating emotional reactions. Reacting impulsively to emotions often leads to regret or conflict. Wiest highlights strategies like deep breathing, counting to 10, or physical movement to calm the body and mind. For example, taking a walk after a frustrating meeting can help you process your feelings constructively. Turning pain into power. Emotional pain isn't just something to endure, it's something to learn from. Wiest argues that discomfort often marks areas where growth is needed. For instance, the fear of public speaking might reveal an opportunity to develop confidence and leadership skills. Leaning into these challenges helps transform pain into growth. Bit to remember. Emotional intelligence isn't about controlling your feelings. It's about understanding them, managing them, and using them to guide your path forward. Reframe your thinking. Wiest shows that self-sabotage often stems from limiting beliefs and negative thought patterns. By reframing your perspective, you can create a mindset that supports your growth. Challenge your beliefs with evidence. We often hold limiting beliefs based on past experiences, even if they're no longer true. For instance, a person who struggled in school might believe they're not smart enough to achieve career success. Wiest recommends gathering evidence to counter these beliefs, like noting skills you've developed or wins you've achieved. This creates a more accurate and empowering self-image. Focus on what you can control. Reframing your mindset involves letting go of what you can't control and focusing on what you can. Wiest emphasizes that this shift reduces anxiety and boosts confidence. For example, you can't control whether a job interview goes perfectly, but you can control your preparation and attitude. Use gratitude to shift perspectives. Gratitude isn't just a feel-good practice, it's a powerful tool to rewire your brain. By actively appreciating what you have, you train your mind to focus on abundance rather than lack. Wiest shares how gratitude journaling, even for small things like a sunny day or a kind word, can create a positive ripple effect in your life. Reimagine setbacks as lessons. Wiest explains that every challenge holds a lesson. Instead of labeling a setback as a failure, see it as feedback. For example, a failed business venture isn't the end. It's a roadmap highlighting what to avoid in the future. By reframing obstacles as opportunities to grow, you keep moving forward with resilience. Bit to remember. Reframe your mindset by challenging limiting beliefs, practicing gratitude, and seeing setbacks as stepping stones. Your thoughts shape your reality. Choose wisely. Take action with purpose. Transformation doesn't happen in your head. It happens through action. Wiest emphasizes that consistent, purposeful action is the key to climbing your mountain. Start where you are. Too often, people wait for the right moment to start their journey. But Wiest argues that the best time to begin is now. Even the smallest action, like researching a goal or reaching out for advice, creates momentum. She likens this to planting seeds. Small actions grow into big results over time. Break down big goals into smaller steps. Tackling a massive goal all at once can feel overwhelming, leading to paralysis. Wiest advises breaking it into manageable pieces. For example, writing a book starts with creating an outline, then writing 1 page a day. This approach makes the process less intimidating and more achievable. Commit to consistency, not perfection. Consistency beats perfection every time. Wiest explains that it's better to show up imperfectly than not at all. For instance, committing to exercise 3 times a week, even if some sessions are shorter or less intense, yields better results than waiting for the perfect workout schedule. Celebrate progress along the way. Transformation is a marathon, not a sprint, and celebrating milestones keeps you motivated. Wiest encourages acknowledging every step forward, no matter how small. For example, finishing the first draft of a project is worth celebrating. It's evidence that you're moving closer to your goal. Bit to remember. Action creates transformation. Start small, stay consistent, and celebrate your progress. Every step brings you closer to conquering your mountain. If you enjoyed this summary, check out the following books. Atomic Habits by James Clear. The Subtle Art of Not Giving a F by Mark Manson. Think Like a Monk by Jay Shetty. Daring Greatly by Brené Brown. The Gifts of Imperfection by Brené Brown. The Four Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz.